Hey,
Hey,
what
I
you
don't know.
doing?
I'm good. I don't know what kind of attendance we're going to have tonight.
It's okay. Everyone we've
Interesting.
had was small and it was perfect.
Okay. Usually, on Tuesday it was like everybody could make it, and then I'm like, it's
Sorry.
Thursday.
I'm
There's
sorry.
stuff happening. No, it's
I
okay.
always forget I have that thing with that girl, but I paid so much for it. I hate to miss it.
Oh, is that training?
Yeah, it's every Tuesday night, and I always forget because we've only been doing it for 2 weeks. And so,
Add new stuff in.
yeah, because I just forget.
Yeah.
This is our second week. And so I feel
Yeah.
like I can't not go, though.
Right. Hey,
Hi, you
Anna.
guys. Hello.
Hey, how's it
Illy
going?
just signed her first distributor.
I know. I'm
So
super
excited.
for her. I'm so excited. She was like, she got that first DT jitters where she was messaging me last night. And she's like, Courtney's not answering me. I'm starting to freak out. Like, I'm about to message her a bunch of times. I'm like, girl, I've been there. Just don't do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I said, just give her time and said in the morning, follow up with her. And she did. And she signed her. I'm like,
Yay. That's awesome.
yeah, it was cool.
Be proud, girlfriend.
Oh my God, I was so nervous, and the way that she was just like trying to back out. I'm like, no, girl, I'm totally with you. Don't do this. Don't do this. Like, this have to
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm super excited for you, Illy, and I'm so proud of you for just persevering it and just running.
Yeah.
Yay, that's so exciting. I love wins. Congrats.
Yeah. Our team's killing it with new distributors. Excited.
No, it's such a good deal. And it ends this week, so.
I know. I've been talking to a ton of people.
Hello.
Hey, Jen.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Still a rough couple days, but I'm trying to get back on track. So I have people over, so I'm going to mute you guys, otherwise you won't be here.
That goes for anybody who's got background noise. If you want to listen, that's fine. Just mute yourself. If you do have any background noise, you guys know how that goes.
And I have back a little bit, so if mine's bad, let me know, Stacey.
You're fine.
We literally just walked in the door like 5 minutes ago.
You're good.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hi, I'm so glad to see all your beautiful faces. And this is how this is going to go tonight. I like to do smaller group settings because I can get to know you guys better, and you guys can share. And also, what I want everyone to do tonight is just first just say like what promotion or what goal you're working on this month with the business. And then B, if you're just smoothing along, you guys, selling along smoothly, or if you are, if you need help or have questions or concerns or need tips on anything, then now's the time to ask, because the beauty of this business is that I was sharing this with another team. You guys, the beauty of doing things like this is that myself and Stacy and some other people on our team have been in, before a long time. And so we probably have tips if you have anything that you need help with that you might not have thought of or that you can incorporate. And so I told everyone last night, I'm like, everyone was asking lots of questions. I'm like, please keep asking, because you guys, you want to take advantage of our knowledge, and we don't know what you need unless you ask. And like, if I have to do something new, I have to just make it up, because like I don't have any for the most part, right? Unless I ask my leaders. But if you guys need to do something new or want to do something new to get more customers or distributors, you have us, and we have years and years of experience with doing that. So please, please, please be an open book. Whatever you need help with, it's most likely that other people on this Zoom need help with or will be inspired by the same thing. So, okay, who wants to go first?
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Perfect.
You go first? Hi, guys. So
I'm Stacey Crown.
I'm Stacey Brown. I'm currently working towards triple diamond, and it's like the first rank. I remember Kara used to say, you're going to want to quit at triple diamond because it's really hard to get to. And so I'm just at a place where I'm like pushing through. And I know that the only way that I can do that is teaching you guys how to duplicate my success and duplicate Kara's success and just doing all these things. So, I mean, you guys know that we're trying to do like Instagram takeovers and just teach you guys the ways, which like, I feel like they're going really well. I feel like every takeover, somebody learned something. Like Michaela did hers last week and she signed a loyal customer this week and it was such a big win. And I just really I want to get into a place where our team celebrates the little victories, not just the big ones of, I signed a distributor, but it's like I am talking to 5 people today. Like one of the victories for me today is I got like 15 hosts to post up, and I've been talking all day long. And you guys know I hate host to posting. It's like my weakness. So we all are going to have those things. So I'm going triple, and I'm not sure when. I'm not going to put a deadline on it. I'm just going to let God handle it and let him have it in his hands. And I'm just going to work towards it every day that I can and know that I'm doing everything that I can to get there and help you guys get to your promotions as well. All right. We're going to do this thing that we used to do with teaching. And when you're done, you just like popcorn it to somebody. So I choose Anna. Sound good?
That's perfect.
Jeez Louise, put me second. So no, anyways, I'm Anna. If you're new and you just don't know me on here, I'm Anna Sherry. I went Emerald last month, but this month I am shooting for Diamond. It's like the ultimate goal for me to be a stay-at-home mom. Like right now I'm just getting by in like 6 months I've been in, Stacy? Yeah. And so I mean, like for me, like celebrating the small victories, like Stacy was saying, like I'm 6 months in and I have 2 accounts and I'm only making, a little over $500, and that's not including my bonuses and stuff. But instead of getting sad about what I'm not getting right now, I know where I'm going and I see the vision. I feel like that's super important. Like if you
I'm going to pause you I'm going to pause you for a second, and I would encourage you to change like what you're saying instead of like I'm only, because here's why. Do you know how many people would die to have an extra $500 a month from their phone? Well, and I think when you're like, no, I know, no, I'm not trying to call you out in a bad way. I used to do the same thing. I'd be like, you guys, whenever I saw my check, I was like, it was 5 figures. That's ridiculous. I should be thankful, right? If you can't be thankful for $500, then God is not going to give you 5,000 or 10,000 or 20,000 or whatever. So yes. I'm not calling you out.
No, it's totally fine because this has been.
I've done the same thing. I've done the same thing before, and I think that if you just share that, like you're making $500 from your phone. Like how many people on here, you don't have to raise your hand, but would die to have Anna's paycheck?
Right.
A lot of new people.
And so like, it's not that I'm necessarily complaining, and I get that you're just like giving constructive like criticism or whatever. And I get that a lot of people would be grateful for it, which I am, because if it wasn't for that 500, I wouldn't be able to stay home. But like your point that you were saying, like instead of saying that's been like a big discussion with me and Stacy, is like just being grateful for what you have and just working for more all the time. Quit being negative and saying I only or this and that, because you're just putting that negative block right in your way. So I'm shooting for Diamond, and I have my bad days and I have great days. I'm only human like all of you guys. You just have to keep pushing and trust the process.
I love that. That's so good. So Anna, do you have anything that you need help with, or do you feel like you're just flying along? You're amazing. So
I am a pretty confident person. I am a red. So I am that kind of person that will try to fly off on my own. But then I have my mama bear, Stacy, which you need that balance in your business, is somebody to pull you back a little bit. And you know what I mean? Because I feel like even top people in this company, you're still learning something new every single day. You're never going to be perfect. So I just feel like if you just take every day as a learning opportunity, then you're going to go places.
I feel like any tips that you have for Anna on training a team, because her team is really, really, it's like a snowball effect, and it's really, really fun to watch.
I can do social media and I can message people and I can do all those things, but it's like when you finally see your team as a whole and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to teach all of these people to do exactly what I do, and I'm ready for it and I go for it. But it's like having organized thoughts about it and not being so scrambled and all over the place, because it gets so overwhelming. And so like, my Abigail just signed on, like I'm trying to pull the reins back a little more and be more patient, because that's how we all were when we started, so.
Yes, that's so good. So you have to walk with the walkers and run with the runners, which is hard to do because I am the same as you. I'm like a go-go person. So like, if someone's like, I message 100 people, I'm like, oh, I'm going to message 20 more because like I'm going to win, like in my own brain. That's my personality as well, which I can tell you have the same kind of personality. Like you just do whatever it takes. It's like not negotiable. And not everyone is like that.
Right.
Some people just get in and they just want free products, right? And that's okay. That's okay. So I would encourage you just to maybe message everyone and just be like, hey, just checking in. Is there anything I can help you with? Like, just be open, but not like pushy about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I have a leader that I've been working with, and this is nothing wrong at all. But she was like saying, okay, I did this today. You guys need to do this. And like, people will not respond to that, you guys. People do not want to be told what to do. They didn't do this for another boss. Like, people did it for their freedom. And so how I approach that is I always say like, hey, you guys, this is what I did. If you want to use it, feel free. And the people who want it will, and the people who don't won't. You know what I mean?
Yes, I have learned that.
And that's okay. And so you don't have to focus on your whole team. That can be very overwhelming. Like you said, I would focus on 2 to 3 people that are actually enrolling. So when you go to your e-suite, if you go to your downline activity, you can look and see like who you're going to have talkers and you're going to have doers.
Right.
And so I would work with the doers, because sometimes the doers are quiet people, right? You don't even know. And then you log into your e-suite and you're like, oh my goodness, so-and-so signed up a customer. I didn't even know like they were doing anything, right?
Right.
And so I would just pick 2 or 3 people and just be kind. Like, hey, how's your day? The best tip that I ever got was I would only do this with your personally enrolled, you guys, but your personally enrolled distributors. One leader told me like, no one cares about, like, they don't care until they know how much you care about them, right? Like, they're not going to be successful for you. It's not about you anyway, it's about them. And so I picked up my phone one day and just called, literally, like, I spent a whole week and I just called people that I had personally enrolled on my whole downline. And I was like, hey, just check. Like, I didn't text them and wasn't like, hey, can I set up an appointment? No. I just called him and I was like, hey, it's Kara, just calling to see how life is and how you've been doing. Some of us didn't even talk about the business. Some of us, it came up, whatever. But like, just genuinely care about people. Like, I try to send people that I personally enroll cards if they get a customer or they get their first 4 customers, or that's why I do giveaways for you guys. And like, just little things, whatever your love language is, whatever you have fun with, do more of that. It doesn't have to cost a lot. It can be a 50-cent card from the Dollar Tree. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal, but that goes a long way, because people don't get recognition in their normal jobs. People will die for recognition.
Right.
Or even putting up their picture on your Facebook and just saying, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for whoever enrolled the distributor today. Or I'm so excited for so-and-so for working their business, and I'm just can't wait to see what this business does for you, or whatever. Like that, people love that, and it's deserved. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They've earned it.
Yes. So I think just you're a really nice person anyway, so just be more of that and you'll be fine.
Just be more nice.
No, I mean, just like
I have noticed that, like, not to cut you off or anything, but like I've noticed that this whole past month that like I really needed to get it together with my team instead of only messaging them when it's like a daily task, and so I've been trying to be like more like, hey, like, what's up? Like, I really do care about you. I know it probably doesn't look like it, but I really do. It's like, I really do love you, girl.
Yeah.
But I think it's important.
And that's okay, because it's just a season. It's just a season. I'll tell you a quick story, so this will make you feel better. Last night I came in the house, or yesterday I came in the house. My husband brought home chicken for lunch, you guys. And I was like, son of a gun, I do not have Dorothy Lynch dressing, which he dips his chicken in. So I like went to the store, ran and got it, came home, and he's like sitting with his plate and didn't take a bite. And he's like, I was afraid to eat without the Dorothy Lynch that you went and got because like I didn't want you to yell at me. And I was like, oh my God, I would never do that. But he was like, yeah, you're kind of mean, which I am pregnant, which that's no excuse though. And so he's like, you need to, and then my girls were like, he's like, girls, do you think she's meaner than normal? And so anyway, it's not for lack of that I meant to be like that. It's just that sometimes we get in this routine, you know what I'm saying? And so you just have to break it up a little bit. So mentally now I'm like, mentally now, so don't feel bad about it. It's just the Red's personality.
Yeah, no, I really don't feel bad about it because I feel like that's what makes me a strong leader, but they need to get to know me and that's just who I am. I love you. I'm just, that's, you get it.
Yes, it will be perfectly fine. You're doing amazing.
Thank you.
And just find your 3 people, just find 3 people that you can
I think I have, so.
Yeah, so just be their friend and then the rest will fall into place.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your advice.
You're welcome. I hope that was helpful.
It was very helpful.
Good. Okay, you get to popcorn someone. Stacy's taking it back to
Okay, I think I'm going to popcorn Emily Collins.
Hi, Emily.
Hi, ladies.
How are you?
I am good. I look a hot mess because I'm packing. I'm going on a trip tomorrow with my daughter. So
that's so exciting.
Excuse how I look.
You look fine. This is the only Zoom this whole week I've had on makeup or my hair dried.
I'm going on like day 3 of not washing my hair, so
you're good.
It is what it is.
That's
Dry
right,
shampoo
sister.
for the win.
Come as you are. Okay, so tell me what's your goal and do you have any questions, concerns? Are you flying along great?
So I'm shooting for getting me to Emerald and my husband's account to Ruby. He's super, super close. Hopefully I can get him in the next week. And my goal is to get to Emerald.
Exciting.
I'm finally fully
How far away
for
is
Emerald.
He? Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
You're good.
How far away is he?
He's got one more 400 box and then total he's 700 away.
Oh my gosh, that's so close.
So he's right there.
Yay! Do you have a whole 400 box to fill or is it like 250 and then you just have to fill the rest?
No, it's only 100 and I don't have my chart's not up here. It's downstairs and my daughter's down there.
But there's some volume there.
Yeah, I want to say it's in the 200. So he only has.
I'm so excited for you.
200 or 100 something to go, and then 700 left.
Awesome.
That's so exciting.
So
what I would do if I were you, Emily, is I would be messaging like a mad woman for distributors. Because if you get a distributor, you can stack them underneath that 400 box. You guys, stacking, if you've never been taught how to do this, I'm going to teach you real fast. If you take a distributor and you put them under that other person, whoever that box is you're filling, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you're going to take a person, put them underneath that box. If this doesn't make sense, Stacy can help you because she knows what I'm talking about. And you fast start that new distributor, then that's $150 for that box plus his overall, plus you get $99. Does that make sense? So I stack my chart like nobody's business. I might be built to triple ambassador before I hit, but guess what? I'm going to be strong. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Just because you guys have 3 distributors doesn't mean you should just hope that those 3 do something and wait for them to do something. No. Go get 3 more, put them under those 3, help them get fast started. And
then you built a Ruby.
Yeah, and you're going to earn bonuses that way, you guys. If you just enrolled 3 if you did your steps to success every single month, every person on here would make a minimum of $500 a month. Because you enroll 3 distributors, you help them get faster, that's $300. You get at least $200 in commissions at Ruby, right? So that is $500. If you want to make 1,000, do it twice. I think that somewhere along the way, the simplicity got taken out of this, and we're just working on getting back to simple. It's literally message, post, interact, add. Right? That's all we do. Add distributors, add customers, repeat. Add distributors, add customers, help them, repeat. And I say that lovingly. It's just that it's really not hard unless you're just not doing the work. Then it's hard because you're in your own mind. That's when it gets hard. So if it's hard for you, I would encourage you to write out why it's hard for you. Does that make sense? It's not hard for you. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying because this is not hard, you guys. Just keep it so simple. Okay,
Yeah,
go
that's
ahead.
good.
Sorry, Emily.
I think my thing that I need help with is to staying consistent. Like, how do my thing is just like, it's such an excuse, but I'm like, I don't have enough time. Like, how do I get all these messages in one day? And then I'm up till 1:30 in the morning doing all these messages. So my thing is I need to learn how to do my time better throughout the day. So I'm not feeling so overwhelmed at the end of the day trying to get it all in.
Do you work?
I don't. I
Okay.
stay home with my 3 kids.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what. Okay, you guys, I'm going to say this so nice. Stacey's probably going to laugh, but I'm also going to be blunt. So whenever I was building this business, how old are my kids now? Let me think. 4 years ago, they were 3, 4, and 6. Okay, my 3 and my 4-year-old stayed at home. I worked full-time for the Crazy Coupon Ladies on my computer for 10, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. So people might be like, oh, but you still work from home. I didn't get breaks, you guys. It wasn't like I worked more working from home than I worked as a teacher, because the instant they woke up, I was on call, like I was writing posts and editing and doing all this stuff. So anyway, I worked at home, had 2 little kids at home, a 3 and a 4-year-old. I had my 6-year-old that I took to school every day and all that good stuff. In the summer, she was home. This is exactly what I did when I was working full time and staying at home with 2 kids. Like, no one can ever use it as an excuse because I did both at the same time. I woke up and I posted an It Works post every single day. And then at night, I would post a non-It Works post, like a picture of my kids or a recipe off Pinterest or a quote or whatever, okay? And then at night, I would message all the people that liked my post, or now we can do stories, which is awesome. We didn't even have stories back in the day. I would message everyone, and then I would go to bed. And the next morning when I woke up, I would just get up and I would respond to all the messages, post an It Works post. I would work all day. At night, I would post a non-It Works post and send my messages. Morning, respond. I mean, that's literally, I work this business in 15 to 30 minutes a day. That's it. That's all I did. You got to get out of your own head. Like, I say that so lovingly, but if you're working this business till 1 a.m, then you're not working this business right. Does that make sense?
And I agree.
So you're just overthinking it. I don't know if it's what you're messaging or who you're messaging, or
your mouth.
You're overthinking what you're doing. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And I've done it too, so don't feel bad about it. It's just part of the thing.
I've done it both ways, working and non-working, and I'll say being at home is 10 times harder than working, because being at home, you really have to schedule out your timing of things. So, Emily, this is how my day looks. I wake up at 6:45 when my husband wakes up. I work until 8 till the kids wake up. That's like on a wish and a prayer. Ferris, I'm going to open that door. I'm just going to let you go. And then if it's not the kids, it's the dog, I swear. And then I literally will just like send the messages, do the things throughout the day, like in the pockets of my day. And then you guys know, like 9 to usually midnight, like I'm either Zooming with you guys or working my business. I'm getting host to post. I'm like, it's just is what it is. And I feel like it's like what Kara says. You have to work to get paid. You have to work to get paid. You have to work, paid. Like, the more you do in the beginning means the less you're going to have to do later. Like, it's just going to become a habit. And it literally, like, you just have to look at your day and do the things and fit it into your day. Like Jade Hooper, that video of her lifestyle, like, planning was like everything for me. Like, learning to like set up my posts and take the pictures in like batch. I told somebody that today in an Instagram takeover, like, you don't have to look pretty every day. I sure as hell don't. And I also don't care if I take a selfie and like look like this, you know, like my people expect that. I literally have never, you guys, I need to watch my pajamas so bad because I'm in every picture. It's my blue off the shoulder with my shorts. Like I got peed on yesterday and I still haven't washed it. I don't have them on right now, so that's a win. But I'm just saying, like, when you look pretty, take all the pictures, do all the things, and then you're going to have life posts up for the week. So it's like just really learning and falling into habits that are those that you continue to do will help your business so much.
Yeah,
and
and
like, set the alarm.
And when my kids were at dance and I was studying there for 30 minutes, I would message. That would be my night messaging, you guys. Like whenever I was walking back from my kids' bedroom to my bedroom at night, I would be responding. Like I work this business now more than I ever have before, but I never stopped my life to work this business ever. I just live my life and I work it in between. And that's what you should do too, because you'll have way more success if you're doing it that way.
Awesome.
The days that I sit at home and work for 10 hours are not the days that I don't work for 10 hours anyway, but are not the days that I am at my best.
Yeah.
I hope that helps, that you can do it, because I did it at home with kids and
It does. It
too.
helps a lot. It helps to make me feel like, okay, I'm not the only one that like struggled through this at some point. And once I figure out my rhythm, things will be easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they say it takes like so many days to even create a habit, you guys. So if you haven't done it, ever worked every day consistently for 60 days, I feel like you're not even giving yourself a fair chance yet, you know?
Yeah.
Well, awesome.
So that was
Thanks,
good.
ladies.
You can
that,
do it.
That really helped.
You're welcome. Let us know if you need anything.
I will.
Okay, I'm so excited for you. Okay, popcorn someone, please.
I am going to pick Holly Reed.
Hey, Holly.
Hey, y'all.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good. My house is quiet, so that's always good.
I love it.
Yeah.
So how's everything going?
It's going. It's
good.
So I am trying to work on being a stronger diamond, better leader, and just really evaluate my day and make sure my tasks are income producing. So I'm having to rework a little bit of how I'm doing things. So next week, I know I told you about this, but I'm going to do a launch party for myself.
So exciting.
Yes. So we'll see how it goes. I am hopeful that it's going to be fabulous and I'll end up with so much work that it'll be overwhelmingly good.
I love it. I love it so much. Stacy is like the launch party queen. I told you that. So make sure you talk to her. She asked me for tips and I was like, I've never had one, so I'm not going to lie, but I know Stacy does some good stuff.
I never have a bad launch party. If there's 5 people there, 5 people are becoming loyal customers and distributors. If there's one person, you best believe she's going to get free product. She's going to like have coffee for a year and she's going to become a distributor. I get shit done.
Then maybe she needs you to zoom in for her, Stacy.
I will. I'll do it. I don't care.
Some leaders do that, but that's not my forte. Don't ask me to do that because I've never had one. I'd be like,
that's okay.
Well,
the next one I do, I want to go live on, so that I can
one more show and that's it, and it's done.
I can teach you guys how to do it.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
I would love to be in on that watching. Okay, so Holly, do you feel like you need any help with anything?
I feel like I'm okay for right now. Last month was a big learning month for me, to reevaluate how I was doing my task. And so I'm trying to be very cautious of my time. And I'm learning that the kids can have a little bit of more iPad time if I need to work, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and you guys, this is what I always told myself. Someone once told me, your kids will never be like, don't feel bad about when you have to work on your phone, because you don't have to be on your phone for 8 hours anyway. But if you have to work on your phone, if you're working from home and you're doing this an hour or two a day or whatever, you don't feel bad about that, because your kids are always going to remember that you were there.
Yeah.
Right. And if not, the alternative is to go back to work and for them to remember that you were never there and that they were basically raised by someone else. So never feel bad about working your business, because that's the reason why you get to stay home, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
And you're muted, Stacy. You're good. I never ever take that for granted. Like, you guys, that's why I will always work hard, because I get to be at home with my kids. And because
We're breaking up, Kara.
oh, sorry. Because I was willing to do 2 jobs, you guys, at the beginning, and I worked my rear off in both, then it wasn't hard, but it was work, right? And so that's why we get to have all the freedom we do now. So don't ever compare yourself with someone else that's been in the business as long as me or whoever else, because you guys don't see what it took us to get here, right? A lot of what you all went through, I went through the same thing. So I totally understand. You have to keep a bigger picture, and you have to willing to just I was willing to do whatever it took. So I remember when I went diamond, I was like, I don't care if I have to go to my neighbor's house and knock on her door and be like, you're going to be a loyal customer. I would have done it, right? Okay. So when you're willing to do whatever it takes to get to wherever you want to go, that's when you're successful.
I also tell Ireland, like, I'm like, the reason you get to go to gymnastics is because mommy works from her phone. She knows that I sell keto coffee. Like, I ask her, I'm like, what does mommy do? And she's like, well, you have customers. And like, she knows that when I'm on my phone, I'm working. And I always tell her, like, we're going to go to Disney one day and we're going to pay it with cash. She has no clue what cash is. But it's like, I'm going to teach her that, like, credit cards are bad. And, like, you know, like, she's going to learn that mommy worked so hard. Like, my kids are going to leave no doubt that their mom worked her butt off to, like, give them everything that they ever wanted within reason. Yeah. But just that we live the life we do because I said no to the excuses. And yeah, maybe she has a little more iPad time. Download ABC Mouse.
Yeah.
Done.
That's awesome.
I'll probably read in a minute.
Yeah, that's awesome that you live close to Disney. We'll have to remember that when we all go visit. Yeah, exactly, Stacey. I love that. It's so true, you guys. You think about, I know you guys have probably seen my posts, like my kiddo, who's 10, started her own legit business. And why? Because she's watched me for 4 years, you guys. She knows what it takes. My kids don't even, I mean, I'm not knocking college. I have a master's degree. My kids wanted to know if they had to go to college. You know what my answer was? If you have $1 million business, by the time you're 18, you don't have to go, but otherwise, yes. And so what I want you guys to know is that your kids are watching.
London is too smart not to go to college. She's made for college.
She probably won't even need it, though. She'll probably have something.
My God, I love it. Probably.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's like,
the point.
Legit.
The point is that you guys are instilling so much more in your children. Don't worry about you working because of them, because my kids are so far beyond what they would be if I was a working parent. Does that make sense? They get so much more now than they ever would have had: time, attention, things, experiences, all of that. It's so worth it. Just trust me. So worth it.
Okay, we have 6 minutes left.
Okay, who's next? Oh, go ahead, popcorn someone. Sorry.
Okay, Michaela.
Michaela, real quick, what are you working on, sister? And do you need any help with anything?
Okay. I'm trying to shoot for Ruby.
You are shooting for Ruby. You are shooting for Ruby.
Okay.
You're going Ruby.
I am. And Stacy actually showed me everything that I needed help with on my Instagram takeover. So I'm still trying to work on that. I'm trying to add more people to my network daily. That's what what I wasn't doing good at, was adding to my network daily. And then she showed me how to do my bio and all that. So I'm slowly but surely learning.
You're doing amazing. And you guys need to thank Stacy for doing that, because that takes a lot of time, but it's so worth it. And it's so not very many leaders do that. So I'm so excited for you, and you are going to go Ruby. Get it done.
Okay.
Okay. Who wants to go next? Go ahead and popcorn someone.
Jamie.
Hey, Janie.
Hey guys.
Hey. Hey, what's your goal this month?
Okay, so my goal this month is Ruby, and really just honestly staying afloat. I'm trying to get through summer school, and I'm on like a bunch of task force. So at work, I'm exhausted. So I'm trying to not be exhausted with this, teacher life, but I always add on extra stuff. So I'm just trying to learn how to balance everything, along with all the I have a lot of personal issues going on in my life. So I'm just trying to balance everything out and move forward and self-develop, and I've come a long way. So I'm just trying to keep going with that.
Well, I'm proud of you, and I'll pray for you, because I know it's never easy whenever you go through personal things as well. I would also say, don't ever be afraid to say no. Like, I had to learn that. It's a really hard lesson, but just put yourself first. And that's also the beauty of this business, you guys, is that if you have to take a little bit of time, sometimes you have to. But the beauty is no one has to know, because we just post. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you can still look. I always look open on the front of my business. If I took a day off, no one would ever know but me, because, and some of my leaders might know, but because you can still keep your business open on the outside and go through the motions and do what you need to do for yourself on the inside, and it'll be okay. So let us know if you need anything.
I'll say, Jamie, I have been through a lot in the last 9 months, and I know that Kara's been through a lot in the last 4 years, but we're in the places that we are because we made a choice to not cover up how we're feeling, but to always show a smile. And like, it's okay to like vent, and it's okay to be relatable. But when you have a business, like, your business is always there. And I knew that me taking a day off of my business wasn't going to get me anywhere that I wanted to go. You know what I mean? I know you have a lot of stuff going on, but just to touch on that, like, it's okay to have life, and it's okay to also have your business.
Yes, agree. I sunk myself into my business, you guys, when I went through a lot of life, because it was the only thing that gave me joy at the time. I'm not saying that you should do that. I'm just saying that every day it's a choice to work your business or not work your business, like Stacy said. And the way we work our business can be so simple. So just keep your why in front of you and keep the bigger picture, and eventually you'll get out of that hard spot. So I'm thinking of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me know if you need anything.
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Who wants to go next?
Who hasn't gone?
Nicole.
Hey, Nicole.
Nicole, I know you're trying to do bedtime, so if you can't jump on, that's okay.
Do you want to call on someone else? Whoever hasn't went until before the time's up.
I don't know who the phone number is. I think it might be Amanda.
Okay. If you haven't went, go ahead and unmute yourself real fast, if you don't mind.
Shannon, is that you? You can't.
Shannon, you go.
Oh, is that Shannon?
Yeah.
It's in the dark.
Yep, that's me.
Hey, Shannon.
Hi, guys.
Hey, what's your goal this month?
I am focusing on, I will be boxed for Ruby this month, but I want to be Ruby. I will be Ruby next month. I guess I need to say it that way. That's my biggest focus. I signed my first true distributor because my husband's the other distributor. I need a third one. My biggest thing is getting loyal customers. I'm not the best at that for some reason. I don't know if it's the way I'm talking.
I do have a tip for that. I would say, first of all, tell yourself that you're a loyal customer machine every single day.
Less than 1 minute.
Until you start to believe it. And second of all, make sure you're posting daily about the products, either in your stories, or if you post them on your regular Facebook or Instagram, you guys can hide it the next day. That way it's not like all products. But when you post about the products, you'll attract customers. And when you post about the business, you'll attract distributors.
Awesome.
Does that make sense?
Yes.